Yeah?
Then there's a piece missing from the ladder. So I can't get up there.
One of them, there, that one over there has got a hole in it. As best I can tell, these were used as ball mills. That's why, look at them. Look at the bulging and hammering. They turn these things with rocks like giant rock tumblers. And that's how they got the gold out. Look at that. Amazing gear drive set there. It's been unbolted.
Where are the balls, Dad?
Well, that stuff's all gone. So, yeah, you can see where they welded on the platform for the stationary motor. And then put a sprocket right there.
Why did
But it just occurred to us as we were driving by. I wonder if there's any leftover gold inside. Look at the patches they've had to do in here. Well, there's definitely dirt in them.
Where did the balls go, Dad? Did everybody take
Oh,
them?
that's hard facing rod they put in there. I don't know if that's in normal cement mixers or not. I can't tell if that's a mining thing. You can see they put hard facing rod right over there. And welded in patches down there. And all this is hard face rod. Look at all those patches welded in down over there. So, I bet that's this cover that's missing. You see it's rusted through right there. So anyways, I think that's what these were being used for. There's some folks that disagree with me, and some of them are actually very, very knowledgeable. So you can see old concrete stuck up in there. Some of them are actually very, very knowledgeable on this stuff, but boy, I still just disagree with them. I mean, this is an old junk mixer, and look how clean concrete it is. Why would somebody take the time and effort to clean the scale and then abandon it? I think it ground out. I think the pulverizing pounding that these things took knocked it loose. There's the conveyor belt where they dump stuff inside. I mean, look at the bulging. This thing is just, it's like a seashell. It's so beat up. See, look at that bulge. So anyways, that's what I think they are being used for. And we happen to be driving by and happen to have mine rail handles there. Happen to have a flashlight handy, so I thought we'd stick our head in, but I can tell neither of us is too gung-ho to jump down inside there and get a bucket of mud here in the rain. So drive shaft. It ran the conveyor belting. Goes up to a unit over there. I think they had a single stationary motor. I don't know. I've showed this area before, but I don't think I'd ever gone inside the mixers. See the big hopper where they drop the stuff down in? See, now everything about that that's, I mean, I respect, mad respect, but I just think he's wrong. I think this was being used as a ball mill. That's why I continue to tell people that. And then when it was all done, oh, now there is some dry material that we could scratch out of there. Fascinating. Okay. A plan has formed. I'm going to take that home and see if there's anything in it. By now the mercury should have evaporated off. And there's an old truck over here. Yeah, it's an old white. It's a lovely old white.
But why is there so many things missing?
Well, it's been up here abandoned a long time. Can we read the odometer? Not really. If I had to guess, I'd say it's a 0 and an 8. So I guess at 80,000. It's probably quite a bit of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flathead 8. Who made the carburetor? Aerotype carburetor. Sternberg.
What is this,
There's
Dad?
the old white logo. That's
Dad,
carburetor
what is
stuff.
Dad, what is this?
It's an old welding rod.
Where's the welding rod?
Lovely personality on the old thing. Just listen to that rain hit these fenders. This wonderful battery and storage boxes underneath here. Wood parts in the cab. Ralph Sander, so it's, well, that and the orange probably means it's an old axle selector, high-low, 2-speed. Probably means it's an old, there's the start button. I wonder what they had plumbed up there. I don't see an air compressor on it. But anyways, that probably means they had it was a work truck, county truck.
That, the old seat right there.
That's probably the truck's old seat, huh?
Right there. It's old fabric.
Big hydro booster underneath of it still. Don't get tetanus, okay?
Tetanus?
Yeah, I'm joking. Sorta.
Is this gold ore, Dad?
Oh!
Dad?
Look at that rear end.
Dad, is that,
What a big old bulbous girl she was. Man!
Dad, is this gold ore?
No, I don't think so. Look at them big old brakes. What is it? I don't think so. Where the heck do those actuators come in at? Hot dang. So that's an exposed, I don't know, you're never going to be able to see it. It's like an exposed hydraulic, what's going on now? Yeah, you're never going to be able to see it. Oh, wait a minute. But I carry a flashlight. Look at that. It's like magic. So anyways, look at that big old actuator, right up through there, and hydraulic, and it cammed over these massive shoes. Look at the size of this 2-speed vacuum pumpkin underneath here. Oh, what a wonderful old machine. I've been here, but I've never been underneath of it. What a wonderful old machine. Divorced. I'm surprised that's still here. I'd be willing to bet you that PTO pump works just fine. Somebody's pinched off a line and soldered it there. Wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. Up here on the hill. Our trucks come to die. Oh, that's right. Found something else. I wonder if it's still here. An old military surplus welding set. See if that's back behind me. It is. It's all still here. Look at this. An old war surplus Jenny. And welding. Focus. Property of the United States government. Kaiser. This big generator. Look at this. Massive set of copper commutator bars on it. This thing just weighs a ton. A massive ton. Sitting on top of some old car axle. Don't recognize the hubs, but I'm not so good at this kind of stuff. Oh, man, this thing was huge. Look at them big old contactors in there. Hot dang.
Are you talking about this thing? Not this thing?
Ceramic resistor tower. Yeah, I'm still, see, anybody and everybody could hook up to it right here and tow it away with 2 new tires. Kind of surprised it's still up here. See, that's where they hung the welding stuff. GE.
Dad, do you want to go up that road a little ways with me? Walk up with it a little ways with me?
Yeah, I'll do it. And there's the rest of the conveyor belting stuff.
Right there, see that right there? There's the ore bin. The ore to get dumped through there. They're to come to these rollers right here, which would crush up the ore.
You don't think that that's maybe where the rubber conveyor belt might have gone around? That's what I think that might have done. It's homemade though. You can see the diamond plate inside. They curled that and made it themselves. And you can see here where the conveyor belt has rubbed as they moved this tension. See the big screws? They can move this wheel forward and backwards to make sure. See the big screws right down there?
Oh.
To make sure the belt tracks straight and keep it tight. And you can see where over the years it kind of sawed into the metal rods along the side as it ground things down.
Wow.
This is a whole mess of old conveyor belting. Whole mess of old conveyor belting.
I think that's where they got the ore from. I wonder if we might have to come up here
Poured Babbitt bearings.
and walk the rest that way. Holy smokes, these things still spin.
Yep. They're pretty simple, and they knew what they were doing back then. There's another big centered drive roller right there. You can see the hump on the top. That's to keep the belt straight. But it also would have reversed the cup, because it went over that. It would have flattened out. So you know that that's just an alignment or drive roller. The conveyor belt couldn't have hauled material over the top of that, unless it was dumping. Could have been dumping.
Holy smokes, I wish I had this gear. Because that is a big gear.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Big old gear. Well, it's raining hard, Buster.
Let's go.
Hey. Thanks for watching, huh?
Yep, thanks for watching.